This one's about a centre-back who is attracting serious attention across Europe, and someone that Nuno Espírito Santo is reportedly a big admirer of. His name is Bastien Meupiyou, and before anyone says, where's this link come from? Well, this isn't some random rumour that's floating around Twitter. The stories originated from The Athletic, who reported that Nuno is an admirer of Meupiyou. That's the source. From there, outlets like SportsView have picked up on it and expanded upon it. So this one has legs. So let's get into it. Now, we all know the centre-back situation at West Ham right now. Jean-Claire Todibo has basically said he'll never play for Nuno again. Konstantinos Mavropanos is attracting interest, with Arsenal being one of the latest clubs sniffing around. Max Kilman's future is uncertain. And we're heading into a championship season where defensive solidity is absolutely everything. So if we're serious about bouncing straight back into the Premier League, we're going to need centre-backs who are physically dominant, tactically disciplined, comfortable under pressure, and capable of playing in a Nuno system. And I believe this player ticks every single one of those boxes. Now, before we go any further, if you could do us a favour, if you appreciate the content here on the West Ham Massive, you could tap the like button. That would really be appreciated. This is what pushes the content out there to places otherwise might not get. If you would also put your comments in the section below, share this onto your social media platforms, and if you're not already subscribed to the West Ham Massive, you could get out your mobile device and in the top left hand corner scan that QR code. That will take you to our YouTube subscription page. Subscribing is free of charge, data safe, it takes a couple of seconds of your time, and it just helps to grow the channel. It's something bigger and better than what it is as you find it right now. And we thank you very much indeed for your support in this matter. Now let's get stuck back into it. Got us some information about the player in terms of his stats. He's 20 years of age. He was born on the 19th of March, 2006. He's 6'3" tall. He's a French national, although he is also eligible to play for Cameroon. As I say, he's a centre-back and he's left-footed with his current club, FC Alverca. He joined there in July of 2025, and his current contract is scheduled to run until June of 2028. His agent is Gestifute. Now, that, in another way, is George Mendes. Now, you can probably see the link. His market value on Transfer Market is 7 million euros, and his youth career took him to Paris, Montfermeil, and Nantes. In his senior debut for Nantes in Ligue 1, he was famously sent off after 9 minutes, becoming the second youngest player ever to receive a red card in Ligue 1. And he's represented France at under 16s, under 17s, and under 18s levels, with 27 youth caps combined. He was a runner-up at both the under 17s Euros and the under 17s World Cup. This is not some random name. This is a serious prospect. Last season, Meupiyou played in the Portuguese top flight with Alverca, and he was outstanding. So outstanding that he earned a nomination for the Golden Boy Award. And to clarify, the Golden Boy Award is a massive deal. It's given every year by the Italian newspaper Tutto Sport to the best young male footballer in Europe. It's been running since 2003, and it recognises players under the age of 21 who have excelled in Europe's top-tier leagues all over the calendar year. The nominees are selected based on performance, and the winner is chosen through a voting process involving major sports media outlets across Europe. So when a player gets nominated, and especially a defender, it means they're seriously rated. Meupiyou is physical, aggressive, quick across the ground, and comfortable stepping into midfield, which is why Transfer Market lists defensive midfield as his secondary position. That versatility is gold dust for Nuno. And here's a detail that matters most. Meupiyou spent the 24-25 season at Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, he didn't make a senior appearance, and Wolves retain a buyback clause. Now, why is this fact important? Because Nuno knows Wolves, Wolves know Nuno, and Nuno knows the type of defender that Wolves would sign. Now, if Nuno likes him, it's because he fits the mould he trusts. Now, let's talk tactics. Nuno will want defenders who dominate aerially, can defend space aggressively, can play in a back three or back four, are comfortable defending deep, comfortable defending high, and can step into midfield when needed. Meupiyou is 6'3", left-footed, athletic, and tactically quite intelligent. He's exactly the type of defender Nuno has built his best teams around. And because he's only 20, Nuno can mould him into the exact profile that he wants. Now, yesterday on the live stream, I was absolutely waxing lyrical about getting Axel Disasi back in. And let's be honest, if West Ham pull that off, Disasi walks straight back into the starting 11. No debate, no discussion. He transformed our backline last season and he'd do it again. So the real question isn't, would Meupiyou start? It's, how does he fit into a defence that potentially includes Disasi? And the answer is, he becomes part of the defensive rebuild and not the replacement. Meupiyou is 20. He's left-footed. He's athletic. He's tactically adaptable. He can play in a back three or a back four. He can step into midfield. He can learn alongside Disasi, grow alongside Disasi, and eventually become one of the pillars of the future West Ham defence. So if Disasi returns, Meupiyou doesn't block him. He complements him. And if Disasi doesn't return, Meupiyou is good enough, I believe, to start straight away. So either way, he fits. Now, Meupiyou wants to represent France at senior level. Now, playing in England, even in the Championship, gives him visibility, intensity, development, and a platform to shine. If he becomes a standout defender in the Championship, the French national team will notice. They always notice physically dominant, tactically smart centre-backs. This move would accelerate his international ambitions. Now, here's the honest bit. It's unclear whether West Ham have made a concrete move. We're in the middle of a massive squad overhaul. We've been linked to dozens and dozens of players, and beating other suitors to his signature won't be easy. He's wanted, he's rated, and he's not going to be cheap. But, and this is the key point, Nuno likes him. And when a manager likes a player, that player tends to stay on the list. So let's answer the big question. Should West Ham try to sign Bastien Meupiyou? In my opinion, absolutely. He fits the profile, he fits the project, he fits the rebuild, he fits the Championship, he fits the Premier League, he fits Nuno's system. He's young, he's hungry, he's physical, he's tactically smart, and he's already proven he can perform at a high level. If we're serious about building a defence that can dominate the Championship and surviving the Premier League beyond that, this is exactly the type of signing we should be making. Will we get him? That's another story entirely. But the interest is real, the admiration is real, and the fit is perfect. Now, if you appreciate the content that we've kicked out here, get your comments in the section below. I'd like to know what you're thinking. Hit the like button, share this onto your social media platforms, and if you're not subscribed to the channel already, if you can get out your mobile device and scan that QR code that's in the top left-hand corner, that will take you to our YouTube subscription page. Subscribing is free of charge, data safe, takes a couple of seconds of your time. It simply helps to grow the channel into something bigger and better than it is as you find it. Thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you again soon. Come on, you Irons.